All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lightforce podcast, episode number 26. I'm Noah. This is Lainey, as always. How are we doing this week?
Feeling pretty fantastic. I can't lie to you. We are having an amazing February so far. It's day 5 of February, day 6 when you're listening to this. And you know what? It's cold, but we're doing good. Like, January was kind of sucky. I can't lie. January was not it for me. Rough start to 2026, so I'm welcoming February with open arms. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, it is pretty cold. It's pretty depressing. I hate every second of it.
I hate every second of winter. I hate being pale. I hate looking.
Oh, you're telling me.
Yeah, I know.
At least you have a natural tone to your skin. I'm fucking this whales as white
It's just
as
terrible.
whale
Like, you
right
look
now.
in the mirror and it's like, dude, I am just not. There's no such thing as a winter era, dude. I swear.
No. Why'd you just look lost for a second?
Because someone texted me, I'm sorry. And I looked at the top of my screen. I was like,
I was like, did something just happen? Mom? No.
no. Lock
Anyway,
we're locked in. Never mind.
we're locked in.
No
Anyways,
distractions.
no distractions, guys. And there's no distraction from you hitting the subscribe button down below on YouTube. And also dropping a like while you're at it. And if you're listening on Apple and Spotify, be sure to drop a follow, a rating. Go follow all of us on all of us. What the fuck am I saying? Go follow
me and you.
Gosh, we got to start recording earlier in the day again. Go follow the Lightforce podcast on all social medias, Instagram and TikTok at the Lightforce Pod. Where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at Lainey Byers. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, at Lainey Byers. We love the stream community. Come on over to Twitch and YouTube. It's a great time. And make sure you follow me on all socials. I post on there daily, so help me out. Leave a comment. Let me know you were there.
Yeah, help me out too. Dude, I'm really trying to grow the Instagram, man, and it's just like fighting. A fight. Oh, then I'm getting knocked down a little bit.
It's an uphill
Please,
battle.
for the love of God, anybody listening or watching this video or this podcast, please go follow me over on Instagram at Nomination Vlogs. Your boy's trying. And I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, multiple YouTube channels. You know the whole deal. Just type in Noah Nation, you'll find me. All right, you'll find me pretty much everywhere. And I got a little bit of everything. You want to talk about wrestling? We can talk about wrestling. You want to talk about Star Wars? We can talk about Star Wars. You want to talk about Marvel? We can talk about Marvel. You want to talk about Sabrina Carpenter? We can talk about Sabrina Carpenter. So, you'll follow me.
And he does want to talk about Sabrina Carpenter.
I do. But where should we start this week? There's only so much to talk about this week, guys. It's going to be a real loose episode, which I'm kind of looking forward to because sometimes there's the best podcast episodes, in my personal opinion.
You get the most out of us when we don't have a structured episode going on. But Noah, I know you're the man with the plan. You got a little bit of stuff for us to run through, so let's just go with what you got.
Well,
for a
last week we did ask our viewers to hop into the Discord and drop some questions, and I also reminded them earlier in the week. So I grabbed a couple of the Discord questions. I apologize, I did not write down who specifically asked what question. We're not going to go back scrolling through the Discord to find out, but yeah, you know who you are. So I didn't write down all of them. I'll let one of our best supporters know right now. Carter, you left like a 2-paragraph essay in there. I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't know how to dictate this on the episode, but I know you're going to watch this, and I appreciate you. But I was like, you know what? He's cool. I'll have him leave a shorter comment in the near future. But let's just start with something real simple. These are our Discord questions, by the way. Our Discord is linked here on YouTube in the description, and if you're following us on Apple and Spotify, listen to the podcast, just hit us up on social media so we can send you the Discord link. But what's your Disney Plus profile avatar right now? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's Captain Rex.
Mine's the what's the Ahsoka Trooper? The number.
The 332nd.
The 332nd. Yeah, mine's the 332nd, which is pretty. I'm not even sure if some of those like Clone Wars ones are like available to choose anymore. They might be.
Really?
I'm not sure. I had Maul, then I had Rex, and then I changed it to the 332nd like last year. But I thought that was a fun little question.
Obviously, like, I don't think I could have ever changed that.
I don't know. I like mix it up every now and then, but I'll have to check to see if that's still available. Because if I change it and it's not available, then there it goes forever.
Yeah,
so.
Like my mom's is Obi-Wan, my sister's is Ahsoka, mine is Rex, and then Parker's is Mater from Cars.
Great.
He had no choice in that. I made it for him, and he left it like that, so.
Well, There it is, ladies and gentlemen. But what movie are you guys most hyped for? I guess this is just overall currently, no matter the year. The Batman Part 2, obviously not necessarily. Even though I am excited for that. I am excited for that next year because as we've established many a times here in the podcast, did watch the Batman and did enjoy it. Is it my most anticipated movie of this year, next year? No, not by any means, because I'm just not that big of a DC guy yet. But I mean, right now it's all just the typical stuff we've talked about a million times, like Avengers, Doomsday, and Spider-Man. And I'm trying to think of something else. Like, what's coming out next year that we haven't talked about a lot?
Not next year, but 2028 would be the first X-Men movie. Whatever that first X-Men movie is, that's going to be my most anticipated movie like ever. Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get pushed back or anything like that. Yeah, hopefully it's 2028. I'm trying to think of what else is coming out. What's next year? I feel like next year has like a stacked lineup too. Like we've talked about that before.
Yeah, next year is Sonic 4.
Sonic 4?
That's my big one. That's my big one.
Yeah, I've only ever watched the first one, but I'll get around to them eventually.
My big one's Sonic 4.
Yeah,
for next year.
That's all I can think of.
And Secret Wars, obviously. But I try to like say a different movie because all we do is talk about Secret Wars and Doomsday. So like you guys know that we're excited for those.
Marvel comes up every week.
Yeah.
I guess Starfighter too. Star Wars Starfighter next year's. That's gonna be it's gonna be fun. Yeah, so those will probably be some of them. Those are some of the quick ones. Now we can get into some, I guess, a little bit more thought-provoking ones. It said, if you could switch lives with any fictional character, who would you choose? And they didn't specify a brand or anything or an IP. They just said fictional character in general. I wish I would have thought about this beforehand because, it's a hell of a question. Who's somebody who can't die? Like, no.
You want to be immortal?
No. But, like, I want to be a little bit, like, I don't know, maybe a little indestructible. Like, if I'm going to be in the Marvel universe, like, let me be, like, Wolverine or something. That way I can...
don't want to be in the Marvel universe at all.
Hypothetically. I'll be... honestly, I'll be in, like, Earth 828.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's a little bit more chill. That's a little bit more chill.
Kinda.
Well, it's not Earth 616 New York. Didn't we say, like, last week or 2 weeks ago? It's like, that place is the ghetto compared to Earth 828. I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna go with like a basic answer, and it would be Rapunzel from Tangled.
True.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's a good? Give me like Tarzan or something.
I don't know. She had a hard life though. I don't know if I would. I would actually go insane if I lived in a tower for 18 years. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I would have jumped out that tower a long time before she did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have been like, you know what? I can't deal with being bored. You know, like I can't occupy myself the way that she did. Yeah. So actually,
you're just like everybody else. You have that modern day short term, what is that, attention span? Just like the rest of us.
I have to like be doing something with, like I have to be actively doing something, not actively watching something, but like I always want to go out and do something. I can't just sit at home and do nothing for longer than a day.
That's why I'm going insane, because it's freezing outside. There's nothing right now.
Yeah. And you live in New Jersey, so it's like...
Oh, dude, when those reports came out that Magneto's apparently going to destroy New Jersey in Avengers Doomsday, I was like, yo, we ain't losing much, dude. Take care of it, dude. I don't even mind, dude.
He's doing you a favor.
He's doing us all a favor, dude. Thank you, Ian McKellen. Dude, I'll take Tarzan, bro. Are you kidding me, dude? I'll be buff. I got Jane. We're swinging around the jungle. Everybody loves me. I can be any fictional character. Tarzan. Or like Kermit the Frog after the Muppet show, because you have to spend all that time with Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
But no, I'd pick Tarzan.
I don't know. I really don't know.
God, I love Tarzan. Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Don't do that. Maybe I would pick like not Sonic, but someone in the Sonic franchise.
Dr. Eggman.
I just would want to hang out with all of them, though. You know what I mean? You know what? I would switch lives with whoever gets to... No! I know exactly who I'd switch lives with. The, the publicist for the Fantastic Four. I would switch lives with her.
Just because you don't have to be in the Fantastic Four. Like, you don't got to do the fight, but you get to hang out with them all the time.
The dream job, right? You get to literally manage the media relations of the Fantastic Four. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, not bad.
Work for the Fantastic Four, not have to risk your life all the time, because if the world was depending on me to save it, we'd all be dead.
I don't like our chances, you know what I mean?
I don't like our chances.
All right. There's some good answers right there. Some good answers. All right. Next thing is, are there any Marvel or Star Wars characters that we haven't seen in live action yet that you would like to in the future? So I guess any Marvel or Star Wars characters that have been in animated shows, or in Marvel's case, comic books that have never been in a live action show or movie. This is another one where I was like, I really don't know, because like obviously me and you aren't like super knowledgeable with comics. You know, if we were, we'd probably have some real deep cut answers here, but especially
There's
Star Wars,
lot,
like I don't know if.
Yeah, as far as Star Wars, there really isn't anybody that I'm still waiting to see, except maybe Cal Kestis. I think it'd be great to see him in live action. Because Cameron Monaghan, is it Monaghan? That's how you say his last name. Monahan. Is it Monahan?
Like
Cameron Monaghan. That sounds right. Him. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Saw him from like 30 feet away at Fan Expo last year. I was like, yo, Cal Kestis over there.
Cool guy, yeah. He would be great in live action. He's like the only one I could think of for Star Wars. There's really nobody else. Like, I'm not like everyone that wants to see Starkiller in live action in Star Wars. It just does not work. It's not made for it. I don't think it's a good idea. As far as Marvel, I would have said before... Excuse me.
You're good.
Before Deadpool and Wolverine, I would have said Gambit, because in my mind, the Fox X-Men version of Gambit is nothing. So I would have said Gambit because he wasn't done justice at all whatsoever. He's a throwaway character. If you didn't know I don't know. He didn't even look like Gambit.
No,
there was nothing about him that gave Gambit. It was like the bare minimum, and I did not like that.
It's not giving Gambit.
It was not giving Gambit at all. Let me look behind me. Let's see. Is there anyone?
It would be cool. Like I know there's been rumors about this, that Sam Witwer might play the brother in Ahsoka season 2, which that would be cool. So because then Sam can actually like play something in live action, and that'll be the brother, obviously, from the Clone Wars that we get to see in Ahsoka season 2. So that's I don't know. That's probably the best answer I got right now. I don't know if there's any like deep cut X-Men that have never been done.
There's a couple for me that I would like to see. I think it'd be so cool to see Blank, but I'm pretty sure there has been a version of Blank done though, and it's hard to know because there's so many background throwaway Fox characters sometimes, but I don't know if this Blank was actually Blank or if it was a different mutant that I don't know in X-Men Days of Future Past that could make portals. I don't think that was Blink though. I don't remember that lady's name. Blink would be really cool. She's pink. She throws these daggers that create portals or whatever. Yeah, she's really cool. Gosh, there was another one I was thinking of. Polaris would be really cool to see in live action. I know that she's in the New Mutants series. She's played by oh frick, I don't remember her name. I'm not even gonna go there.
Dude, I've been doing a Fox X-Men rewatch recently for Doomsday. I'm not watching that New Mutants. I don't even know anything about it. All I've ever heard is bad things. Never seen it, not watching it.
Probably not a good idea, but I love Polaris. I think it would be so cool to see her in live action and actually done justice. Gosh, is there any other X-Men, Noah?
I don't know.
There's gotta be, dude. Dazzler would be
there's
cool.
definitely, there's gotta be, for X-Men, 'cause there's so many freaking mutants, dude. So there's gotta be some deep cut, like... But even, like you said, like, they've done a lot of the X-Men, they just didn't do them right.
They're just not,
or good.
I don't like the version of Colossus and Deadpool, so I'd like to see them do him better. I would like to see Magic done better, because Magic, even though I think Anya Taylor-Joy is a really great casting for Magic, it can be done better. I mean, she was in is that also New Mutants? It's not, no, she's in just a movie. I forget what it's called, but it's just not good.
If we were running down characters who we just want to see redone, if they were in live action, like, I just watched X-Men The Last Stand, like, 2 weeks ago, and obviously Kitty Pryde's in that movie. Definitely would love to see her redone.
I was going to say her too, yeah, Shadow Cat.
So there's definitely people who I would like to see who have been in some kind of live action media before, but people who haven't at all, like, I don't know. It's a hard question.
There's a hard question. They have done a lot when you really think
There's
about
probably
it.
some like video game character too, like I know you said Cal Kestis, but like other ones in Star Wars that we have no idea about. So
I think it'd be cool to
I don't
get
know.
a Kanan live action flashback, maybe. Or Force
Oh
Ghost
yeah,
Kanan. I
technically,
don't know
yeah,
how
that
that would
does work.
work,
That
though.
does.
Yeah, it works. I don't know how it would work if he could be a Force Ghost, though, because he didn't his, like, soul essentially transfer into that Loath Wolf? I never really fully understood
That's why
that.
you just do the flashback, so you don't even have to touch that.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Flashback Kanan would be super cool to see, especially if it was Freddie Prinze Jr. Do I think he
Yeah,
would do that? No, but it would be cool to
would
see.
be cool though.
It
That
would be
picture of
cool.
Freddie Prinze Jr. That's like on Hera's
Mm-hmm.
dash or whatever is sick.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
Everyone zoomed in on there, like, oh, there he is.
oh, yeah.
Next thing, we'll move on from that. Who would you like to see in another season of Tales of the Jedi? So obviously we've gotten Tales of the Empire, and then have we gotten something else? Oh yeah, didn't we just get what was it called last
Tales
year?
of the Underworld.
Tales of the Underworld with
Mm-hmm.
Cad Bane and Asajj. But Tales of the Jedi specifically, I think I mentioned this like a week or two ago. We were talking about Maul Shadow Lord and like other animated projects we'd like to see. But literally, a lot of those ideas could just be transferred into a Tales of the Jedi type thing. Obviously, I prefer them be their own shows because then we can get more from those characters and those stories. But since Tales of the Jedi is more just like a smaller project, the Tales stuff overall is just like smaller stories or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
like literally in a Tales of the Jedi project, you could do like some animated Luke stuff. You could do some animated Obi-Wan and Anakin
Yeah.
between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I'm trying to think of what else would be something different for Tales of the Jedi too, if they were to do a season 2 specifically of like the Jedi version.
Yeah, I think Luke would be really good. I think that I would like to see. I would
Honestly,
like
this
to
will be
see.
another good thing for
Frick.
Cal too. Cal Kestis, if you could like
Yeah,
do an
that would
animated
be a good thing for
version,
Cal.
yeah, that would be cool too.
Why am I blanking on his name right now? I'm just Quinlan Voss. I think Quinlan Voss would be a cool one.
Yeah.
He has so much lore to him that hasn't been explored really. Especially, I mean, he was even brought up in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show that he was leading Jedi to
Mm-hmm.
safety through that tunnel, whatever that was. But I
Yeah,
think
what
it
they
would be
call
cool.
it?
There's so much to explore there between his relationship with Ventress and just all that. It's so cool. Like it was so cool seeing that in Tales of the Underworld. Quinlan carrying Ventress's dead body. You know,
Yeah.
that was really cool to see. So I think Quinlan would be cool.
That was like my
Mm,
favorite scene in that whole Tales of the Underworld, Underworld series. I
yeah.
mean, which was good. I liked it better than the little bit of Tales of the Empire that I saw. But that was
Hmm.
like my favorite scene. That's like the first scene in the first episode.
Yeah. I would say that one, and then maybe. Maybe I don't know. Selfishly, I'd like to see more Qui-Gon. Even though we got him in the Dooku version of Tales of the Jedi, I
Yeah,
would like
but
more Qui-Gon.
that was more Dooku focused. So I mean,
It
that would
was
be pretty
Dooku
cool.
focus, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. Lucasfilm, get to work. Next up, this is the last Discord question I wrote down. Is there any actor that you would like to see in a future Star Wars project? They specifically asked Star Wars project. I'll add Marvel into that as well. Any actor who we'd like to see enter these franchises. Just this week, there was an interview with Batista and Jason Momoa
I
saying
knew
both
you
of
were
them would
gonna
love to
say that.
play Star Wars villains.
Yeah.
And like, as much as I love Batista, I'm a little like, I don't know about big name actors like that, such familiar faces entering the Star Wars universe. It's a little bit different with Marvel and DC because they've always had big name actors and faces. But I don't know, with the right role that, and maybe they're real disguised and more alien-like than human, I would love to see it that just so those two guys can get like their dream roles in Star Wars. I would also love to, we're gonna talk about her again, so this is like totally not coincidence. It is a coincidence, but I didn't do it on purpose. Sabrina Carpenter is like a shoo-in for like a Dazzler or somebody in the Mutant Saga, dude. I mean, come on. Obviously,
Yeah.
Dazzler is right there, but there's other options too.
Yeah.
And she can act, so it's not like it's an out of left field thing.
Right. She started with acting, yeah. Uh man. These questions are hard. These are questions that
Yeah.
I'd have to put thought into before the podcast. We don't always have that luxury, so I'm sorry for the dead silence you're
No, it
getting
is
from
what
me.
it's all about. This podcast is a good vibe, right, guys?
Uh For Star Wars, like the only one that is popping into my head is
This is gonna be something silly.
No, it wasn't gonna be something silly. I was gonna say Keanu Reeves, but then what popped in my head right as I was saying that was Joseph Quinn, because he is. I just love the stereotype of Empire people having a British accent. You know what I mean? People that are part of the Empire a lot of the time have British accents for whatever reason. Not always. Please don't take this out of context and make me look like an absolute idiot. But I love when people that, you know, are part of the Empire have British accents, because it just, I don't know, it just hits different. So I think Joseph Quinn would be a pretty cool villain in Star Wars. But also Keanu Reeves, since people talk about him playing Revan so much, which I don't think Revan would be cool to bring into canon, I think it'd be cool to make a Revan spotlight, a Revan one-off show, right. Or, you know, limited series or whatever, kind of like they did with Wonder Man, similar to that, and have Keanu Reeves do that. Do I think Keanu Reeves could possibly ever be Disney Plus? No. Not at all. Yeah. He could never, no. But I think he would be really cool to see. That's all I can say.
Dude,
and
imagine...
Marvel?
Go ahead.
Jeff the Land Shark. That's what I should have said. Bring him into live action, Jeff the Land Shark. Okay, if they can do that stupid King Shark thing in Suicide Squad, I think they can do.
It's different. It's just DC on its last legs before they had to reset.
Suicide Squad 2 was good. It was good.
I never saw the second one. I saw the first one.
Oh, that's the James Gunn one. You have to see that one.
Whatever.
There's gotta be someone for Marvel. There's gotta be.
Squirrel Girl. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't ever say that name again. I'm looking behind me.
A Squirrel Girl.
No, David Cornsweet. David Cornsweet is someone who I'd want to see in Star Wars. He wants it so bad. Yeah,
that's such a shoo-in. I don't know why we didn't think of that earlier.
He wants it so bad. That's who I would want to see in Star Wars. Yeah. For Marvel, I mean, obviously he's.
God, he just looks like such a good Jedi too.
He does.
That would be such a good role.
He does. He looks really good.
Looks really good. Anyway.
Man, it's hard because all of my favorite actors are already in Marvel, so...
That's because that's where they all came from.
That is so not true.
For the most part. Let's get Orlando Bloom in one of these franchises. Rewatching the Pirates movie, so old William Turner's in my head. Big fan of Orlando Bloom, though.
Like, when we're thinking... The way I'm going about this is, like, if we were to fan cast the new X-Men... Who would we want in those roles? I hate fan casting because I feel like an idiot.
Well, I got two for you that I've already said.
Dazzler and who else did you say?
What's the one that I've been beating to death since episode 1 of this podcast?
Oh. That's not a fan cast. You literally just think that's who she is, though.
All right, well, you were talking about just casting the new X-Men, so it was like, it was kind of right there, you know? If anybody doesn't understand what we're talking about, I'm talking about Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. That's Sabrina Carpenter as Dazzler. Anyway, back to you.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool idea when people say Austin Butler would make a great Gambit, like a younger Gambit, because does he have the look? Yes. I have no idea if he could pull off the voice, and the voice is very important. So it's about the accent. It's about whether he can do the accent. But I think it'd be really cool if he can. And then he did get that role of Gambit, because I think that'd be super cool. Yeah.
Super cool. I'm trying to think of anybody else, but...
Like, are there any girls that I'd want to see?
No girls allowed, boys only.
Gross.
Dude, imagine if there was a Marvel project or a Star Wars project that had... Because you might actually get a Marvel project, but you said Joseph Quinn in Star Wars earlier. Imagine there was a Star Wars project that had Joseph Quinn and a returning Oscar Isaac in it. You'd lose your fucking mind. Dude,
Don't even make me dream
clear
about
the theater,
like
dude.
That. Yeah, I'd have to rent that out for myself. Like, that's an experience for me. Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get maybe one day Chris Pratt and Joseph Quinn in the same movie. We're halfway there.
We're halfway there. All right, Big Time Rush.
Okay, Big Time Rush.
Dude, that was big time rush guy back in the day, dude. What?
I'm
just
sorry.
love watching that show.
I don't mean to laugh. It's really funny when it happens to someone that's not me.
It usually happens to me every week.
I saw Big Time Rush in concert last year, and they were freaking phenomenal. They were so good.
That's right. It's spiritual experience, bro.
It was
That's
so
sick.
good. I was like, they were just killing this right now. All right, we should probably move on.
All right. You know what? Let's just talk about it because I already mentioned her name like 17 times since we started recording. But
Go ahead. This is your segment.
Hey, did you happen to watch anything this week?
No.
Last night specifically? Well, I did. The Muppet Show with special guest Sabrina Carpenter dropped this week on Disney Plus. I gotta be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention to the promotion. I didn't know this was a one-time special and not like, oh, the Muppet Show's back. But it was just a one-time 30-minute special, which is kind of disappointing. But hopefully, the reviews are so positive that Disney's like, yo, let's sign on for a little bit of a a season or something like that. But I wrote a quick review because I didn't want to lose any thoughts on this. Big Sabrina guy. And back in my day, dude, I grew up on the Muppets a little bit, dude. There was this Muppets like Babies show that I used to watch as a kid.
I know what you're talking about. I did like Muppet. I think I had the stuffed Muppet babies. Now that it's all coming
I
back
had a
to
couple
me.
of the Kermit ones, and they're
Did
still in the attic,
you?
dude. I
No
swear.
way. All
they're
right,
still...
you keep talking. I'm gonna look this up.
All right. Well, I watched the Muppet Show last night. It was great, just like the old school show from the freaking 70s, 80s, whatever the hell it was on. Funny as expected. I think the Muppets are funny, unlike my counterpart here. Sabrina Carpenter was obviously great. Her, Kermit, and Miss Piggy did what I believe was a Dolly Parton song. Which as like one of the musical numbers on the show, which I gotta be honest, low-key hope ends up on streaming platforms, because I will throw it in every now and then, because it was a good little cover that they did there. Nothing but good things to say about this 30-minute special. I hope the response to this 30-minute special is so overwhelming that Disney decides to do a full season of the Muppet Show. The nostalgia of the Muppets mixed with the relevant modern-day celebrity guest star is a great formula that I think a lot of people like myself would love to see more of. Kind of, I will say, and I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget, kind of weird timing of this release, considering Disney just tore down Muppets Vision 3D at Hollywood Studios in Disney World, that theater was essentially a one-to-one to the Muppet Show theater. However, of course, getting new Muppets content, did get me excited for the Rock and Roller Coaster rebrand with the Muppets, which I am a fan of. I know a lot of people may not be, but I am. And just like I hope the response to this special leads to Disney producing a full season, hopefully the response is so positive that Disney continues to find ways to give us new and exciting Muppets content, both on Disney Plus and in the parks. And if there's any haters out there, certified fresh 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for the Muppet Show. Boom.
I love how you said that the nostalgia for the Muppets is there, when I don't really know how there could be nostalgia when they've never gone away. Like a itch that I can't scratch enough to make it go away, dude. I swear. The Muppets are always there. They're always there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? There's got to be someone that knows what I'm talking about. The Muppets take over everything for no reason. Sitting here trying to enjoy the Game Awards the other day.
Oh, I knew you were going to go there.
No, you didn't. Because I didn't even know I was going to go there. And then I remembered.
Yes, we did, because we talked about this on the
there.
Christmas episode, because the Game Awards was like the beginning of December.
Okay, that was a long time ago. Trying to enjoy the Game Awards, and then there's a whole Muppets bit in the middle of it, which makes absolutely no sense. Did I think that the bear, was he a dog or a bear? I think he was a dog on the piano, was funny. Like, yeah, it was funny, but I just don't know why it's happening. I don't know why they're always there. I think Miss Piggy is one of the most unfunny bits. It's like a bit that will not ever end. It never ends.
You can't stand this, dude.
But I did love Sabrina's performance with the chickens. I thought that was cute.
It was
when the chickens all
dude.
bent down and they were shaking their tails, I thought that was cute.
It was great. I just don't get the, like... Wait, weren't you looking something up? Did you say you used to watch the Muppets Babies or something?
Well, no, I used to have some kind of Muppets Babies toy, I think. My mom is going to watch this and then let me know exactly what I'm talking about, because she'll remember. I had something of Muppet Babies, but I looked it up and couldn't find anything that rung a bell in the deep crevices of my mind, so...
I'm pretty sure there's definitely a stuffed animal or two upstairs from the old Muppets Baby show, but dude, there's nothing wrong with the Muppets, dude. They're a classic. They're still great to this day, and there's potential here, dude. There's potential here. This 30-minute special was fantastic, and I think Disney should do more of it. I don't know why you're hating so much.
My mom has always said that I'm just like Animal.
Who's the biggest Muppets? Like, who's the biggest hater in the Muppets?
Do you
That's
know
what I'm gonna.
who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, you just skimmed right over that. All right,
Well,
go ahead.
because you're saying that your mom said you're like animal, and I'm trying to say whichever Muppet is the biggest hater, that's who you are. 'Cause you're just a hater.
The Angry Eagle Muppet. Is he a hater? I almost
no, you know what
said,
you
what
are?
about
What's their
Oscar the Grouch, but that's from Sesame Street.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! No, I forget their names, but you're the two old guys who sit up in the.
I love those guys. They're the
yeah,
funniest.
look,
bit in that
exactly,
show.
exactly.
They're the funniest part about it.
That's
Come
who
on.
you are. You're one of those guys.
Okay.
I just don't get it. I don't
If
know
I'm
why-
one of them, you're the freaking other one. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. I'm way more. You hate stuff without even like knowing it or watching it. You're just like, not a
You guys
fan.
know what I compare Noah and I's dynamic to in my head? Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. And I'm 100% Barnacle Boy, and Noah is Mermaid Man, and I'm always like yelling like,
That is quite the comparison.
right
dude.
there, you old coot. You know what I'm talking about? How he's just
Yeah, I
always
watched a lot of
fed up
SpongeBob,
with
yeah.
Mermaid Man just sitting there like blankly staring or always doing
Yeah.
something stupid.
Mermaid Man's in the shower. He's like, stop using the hot water. And then he busts out the door. I remember that episode.
Or when he starts yelling at SpongeBob and he goes, "Stop yelling, I'm trying to nap." He's like, "It's not me." Yeah.
Oh my
Yep, that's the
goodness.
dynamic. All right, move on.
That's a funny comparison. Well, you should watch the Muppets show. It's 30 minutes, dude. You can like watch it when you're laying in bed tonight. You should watch it. It's funny. I
You're
legitimately think
talking
it's
to
funny.
me or the people?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell you on it.
I'm not watching it.
It's 30 minutes, bro. Like you don't have 30 minutes?
Remember when I was trying to get you to watch one show. I forget which one it was, and I was like, "It's not even that bad. It's not that long." I can't remember what the frick it was though. Noah didn't
I
want
don't
to
know,
watch Wonder Man. All right, anyways, we should keep going.
But I did. And it
You
wasn't
did?
because you sold me on it. It's because
I
2
know.
weeks prior.
I know
All right,
that.
all right. 2 weeks prior, it was like, oh, 90% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, oh, shit. And it was nothing but positive reviews. Just saying. Anyway,
I'm not watching the Muppets.
I'll
I
keep
won't
this
even-
podcast rolling, dude. It's what I freaking do. Anyway, we're going to move from Muppets, who are
Thank
on
God.
Disney Plus, to some other stuff that's on Disney Plus. Did you know that 40 years ago this week, Pixar was founded? Did you
No.
know? Well, now you do. And because 40 years ago this week, Pixar was founded, I got a little game that we're going to play today. Are you ready?
A game he cooked. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I stay cooking. We're going to keep 5, and we're going to cut 5. Simple, everybody knows this game. Plenty of podcasts have played it in the past. I'm going to name 10 Pixar movies. You can only keep 5 of them, and you got to cut 5 of them, and you don't know what's coming next. There's a lot of Pixar movies, dude. So
There
let me
is.
write
We
my
already did
notes
a
here.
blind ranking Pixar movie, and that threw me for a loop. I could not make it through that, so I can only imagine. All right, let's go.
So, all right, hold on. Damn, I gotta write my notes down. Gosh darn it. All right, keep 5, cut 5. Keep 5, cut 5, Pixar. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, first one here. First one, let's start hot. Let's go The Incredibles.
Keep.
Keep, okay. Make sure you're thinking about this now because you only got 5 spots. You don't want to get to a heavy hitter.
I
and you're
don't need
like,
to think about The Incredibles.
All right. I agree. I'm just reminding you. Next up, I threw this on here because I'm pretty sure you said you watched the last time we talked about Pixar movies. Luca, newer one,
I
like the last
love
couple of
Luca.
years.
Yes, I do
Great
love
movie.
Luca, but I'm gonna cut it because there's way better Pixar movies. But I do love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I love Luca too. I only watched it like once, maybe twice, but it was a good movie. Next, we will go Toy Story. Let's go with one of the heavy hitters.
Keep.
Got to keep Toy Story.
course,
Okay,
yeah.
that's the classic. That's the original Pixar movie.
That's my childhood favorite.
All right, let's get that off my list here. Next up, we will go Coco.
Cut.
Cut. Is Coco
It's
the
good.
movie with
It's
the?
not one of the best.
Is Coco? Am I thinking of something else, or is Coco the one like where do I put my shoes? I mean, what's that song?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a song, dude. It's a great song. Would you say in Spanish by saying?
What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say?
That's a great song.
You make me un poco loco.
That's not. Adrian, teach her some Spanish. Next up, we will go. Wait, okay, Coco's cut. Yeah, right. Ratatouille. This is one of those ones that I feel like is in the middle of the road.
For Parker, I have to keep it.
Sorry, I'm making sure I spell it
For those
right.
of you that don't know, Parker is my husband. His favorite movie of all time is Ratatouille, so I have to keep it for him.
So his favorite movie of all time was Dinosaurs.
No, that is like a bit.
I mean,
the dinosaur bit has gone too far.
It's probably top
honestly.
5.
It's gone too far. It is not. Let's not get into that. All right.
Let's ask him. Next.
Oh, like his top 5? Probably. Yeah.
Not yours.
Oh, I thought you meant like all-time top 5 any movie. And I was like, I don't know what you're smoking, but yeah.
Nah, dude. Next up, let's go Up.
Cut.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not an Up person. I agree with the sentiments that Up is really good in the beginning and then is like...
We talked about this before. I think it's a little bit overrated.
I think so too.
It's like it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Is.
But like
it
people
is.
are like, "Oh my gosh!"
Story. Like it's a story that has never really been told in that way before. Growing old together and somebody's got to be left. You know, one of you has to live longer than the other, which is kill me. You know, that's tragic. But yeah, I do love the story, and I love the, you know, the meaning behind it. Yeah, the message. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I love the message, but it's not keepable for me.
After the emotional first, like, whatever it is, 20 minutes or something like that, it's like, all right, it's just a good movie for the rest of the way. That's I don't think that's a hot take either. We'll go Cars.
Would this be my 4th keep?
Yes. You're 3 and 3 so far.
Okay, I'm keeping Cars. Yeah.
Keeping Cars. All right. Next, we will go Finding Nemo.
Cut.
Okay. I agree. If you kept that, I was gonna be like, not that it's a great movie. It's obviously a classic, but like, you know.
There's better. It better be in here.
Lightyear. No, I didn't throw that on here.
I would have been like.
I wait till that's the end to make that your last keep. Monsters Inc.
Keep.
Monsters Inc. we're keeping, which means you are cutting Toy Story 3.
Yeah, I am.
That's crazy.
I do really like Toy Story 3 though, but it's not better than. I think I low-key. No, that's not true. What? I do really like. I was gonna say I might like Toy Story 3 more than the original Toy Story, but that's just not true. The more I think about, I've just seen Toy Story 3 more times in my adult life than the original Toy Story, but it's not better. It's not. No. So
I like Toy Story 2. I think more than Toy Story 3, but I like it's one of those things where I acknowledge Toy Story 3 is probably a better movie, but I just personally enjoy Toy Story 2 more.
I don't love Toy Story 2. I think it's iconic in its own right, and it has a lot of really funny moments, but I don't love spending time with Woody being separated from everybody. Like, we do that again in Toy Story 3, but I think in Toy Story 3, it's a better story.
Don't we not? This guy gets separated from the group like every other... I forget 4, honestly.
Yeah, they just do the same thing over and over again, yeah. Yeah, I'm confident with what I did.
I don't even remember.
I like my keeps. I like my keeps.
Toy Story 4 that much. All right, yeah, you're keeping Incredibles, Toy Story, Ratatouille, Cars, and Monsters, Inc. You're cutting Luca, Coco, Up, Finding Nemo, Toy Story 3.
I think I ate that up.
Ate that up. Yeah, there's really nothing I'd probably change here. I said Ratatouille is like a middle of the road for me because, like, it's definitely one of the best Pixar movies, but like I'm trying to think of something that if you threw that at me, I'd be like, all right, maybe I'd cut Ratatouille, but I don't know. I think this is a good list. It's a fair list.
Are there any good ones that you left off of this?
I don't know. Let me look it up. I pulled up like literally every single Pixar movie earlier today. There is some like Inside Out. Some people would say is like a classic, but I'm not. Really
I've never been a fan of Inside Out. I watched
I'm
it
not
one time,
huge
and that was
either.
enough for me. I don't really understand the
Did you
Inside
ever
Out
watch
hype.
Soul?
No, I haven't, but I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I watched that once. That was really good. I watched Onward too once. That was also
I
really
did
good.
like Onward. I think Onward is a
Yeah.
sleeper, to be honest.
Onward and Soul were both great, and I'd actually take them over Inside Out.
Hmm.
Incredibles 2, Toy Story 2 and 4, obviously, we talked about.
I think
Cars.
Monsters University is a sleeper pick, by the way.
That's a great movie. I love that movie,
Monsters
dude.
University. Yeah, I think we've said
I'm
before it's like one of the greatest prequels of all time.
Dude, it is. Dude, it's a
It
great, like,
is.
if you're gonna go back and do a story, that's how you do it, dude. Those Monsters University hats went double platinum. You can still buy them. They're all over Disney World, dude, because that's how good this movie was. That's how popular that hat was. It was Macappa.
It's true. It's true.
What about Brave? How you feel about Brave? I think I only saw that once, like, way
I've
back.
never been a huge Brave fan. No.
I don't remember too much about it. Wally.
Mom turns into a bear.
Oh, really? Is that what happened? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's literally what happens.
I'm not rewatching that movie. Wally, I only watched once. We watched it in like middle school. I don't know what class that was relating to. Maybe it was probably like science because they're like recycling messaging in this movie or something.
Yeah.
Not a big Wally guy. I mean, A Bug's Life, dude, underrated.
Yeah,
underrated.
Parker loves A Bug's Life, but I've never really loved it.
Did you ever
in
see
way.
that I'd assume went and saw the Bug's Life like show at some point in Disney World before they I think took
when
it out.
I was little, yeah.
Or, like the ants crawl under your ass or something.
I don't remember that at all.
It's
it
like
had
the
to be
seats.
so long ago, bro.
You're like in the seats and you feel like something crawls under you. It's supposed to be like ants crawled under your
Dude,
ass.
did
or
you
something.
ride the Stitch ride before they took it out because it was too scary for kids?
No, but I
I
did.
remember genuinely being fearful every time I went in there with my mom and my dad. It was the Stitch. It's not even a ride. It's just like what you just said. It's kind of like a show, but you go in and you sit in a seat that moves with everything that's happening, you know?
Yeah.
And he would burp and you would smell it and all kinds of stuff like that. But all the lights would go out and then you would just see his eyes moving everywhere and it would scare kids.
Too
And
scary?
the animatronic
Really?
was scary. When I tell you,
Yeah.
dude, hang on.
I only went to Disney World for the first time in 2020, in like January before everything shut down. So if it was something there, it was before that.
It was
I
called
didn't- I
Stitch's
didn't
Great
go.
Escape. Okay,
Yeah, I've
the
heard about
animatronic wasn't scary at the time, I guess. But dude, have you seen the animatronic now that it's abandoned? It is.
I don't think so.
It's literally like straight out of something you'd see at Five Nights at Freddy's. Look at that.
What the hell is it?
I know.
I can't, is that still sitting there like
It's
somewhere?
abandoned. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who took that picture, but
I went into the what is it, Stitch's Laugh Factory or whatever it is.
yeah, that they turned it into something. Well,
I went
no,
there one
that's the
time.
Monsters Inc. Laugh Factory. that you're
Monsters
thinking
Inc. Yeah,
of.
no,
yeah,
but
that's
it's
good.
right in that same area. I think
It's across the way. Yeah,
Yeah, and there's like a camera that like goes to a couple fans in the crowd and like
I love that. It's funny.
it.
It's
Well,
so funny.
dude, it landed on me, and and then Mike Wazowski's talking to me, and I had to like pretend like I was sleeping, and then like. What the hell? He make me make some animal sound, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Why did it have to land on me?" But you got to do it. Like if it's
in
gonna
your
land
adult
on you.
life, in your adult life.
Yes, in 2020. So I was
No,
21.
really. That's so funny.
But it's like you got to do it. Like
Yeah.
it's more embarrassing if the camera lands on you and you don't do anything. You just got to commit in that moment.
Jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be like, I'm not doing that, bro. You're
Not
at
doing
Disney
that.
World. You have to. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Anything else you want to talk about this week? There wasn't too much news to discuss.
I mean, yeah, I think it's worth talking about that in a promo on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns ate up CM Punk. Roman Reigns ate up CM Punk in a promo. He won the promo. Like, there's always someone to win, and maybe it was scripted in a way that Roman has the upper hand because he had to announce who he was going to fight at WrestleMania in some way. So that's probably the way they set it up. But when has Roman ever been that good on the mic? He has in recent years. But did
Yeah.
anyone ever expect that he would be to this point where he's going toe-to-toe with CM Punk on the mic?
No, dude. And you know what's funny? That promo. I'm sure you've definitely seen it. There's a promo from TLC 2014, and he's doing an interview backstage, and he's like declaring for the Royal Rumble the next month, and he completely freezes up. He's like, "I'd like to declare."
That's my favorite.
And then
I
he
follow
I'm
an
like,
account that posts that clip daily, and it makes
I
me so
feel
because
so
why did
bad.
he make that face at the end, dude?
He
was
was
like,
so-
"It's botched anyway. Let me just go."
It was so bad. Yeah, then he makes
so
the face like,
Yeah.
oh, poor guy, dude. Thank
So
God he has rebounded in the last 5 years, because if not, like, that would be his legacy.
That video so much. I'd like to declare.
Poor guy, poor
That
guy.
video, it's so
They just
funny.
shoved him out there with fucking no safety net. But listen, dude, I on my channel, Noah Nation Gaming, one of my YouTube channels, did a couple live streams last week talking about the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Roman Reigns was obviously one of the top picks to win the Rumble, and I wasn't necessarily for it nor against it. My only thing was, listen, if Roman's gonna win this, I need this guy to like show up to work every week for the next 8-9 weeks till WrestleMania, because I don't want this guy to win the Rumble, come out on Raw the next night, and then not show up for another month. And that's
Brock Lesnar.
yeah, and Roman's absolutely earned the right to have that schedule, but it's WrestleMania season, and like Roman, I don't think you're doing any like movies right now. I don't think you have any other engagements. He's a father, he's a husband. I get that, but like WWE schedule isn't what it used to be. You can come to Raw once a week, but he won the Rumble, came out on Raw the next night. Maybe we'll see him this Monday, or maybe we won't see him till after the Elimination Chamber at the end of the month,
I mean,
which would
Seth
be
Rollins
disappointing.
somehow ends up with an injury at least once a year that lets him take like 3 to 6 months off.
Well, this time he's actually injured. There was
I know.
only that fake injury last
I know.
summer.
But
This time
he's literally always injured though.
he's just one of those guys, dude. He's like there's
Guess all
certain
that
guys who
CrossFit amounts to nothing at the end of the day.
there's
I'm just
certain
kidding.
guys over
Several
there over the
people
years
think.
who have never get injured, like a Chris Jericho during his time, and then there's guys who got injured every year to every other year, like an Edge, a Batista, a Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins is unfortunately just one of those guys.
Yeah,
It's just a shame, but listen,
we have
dude,
a lot
the
of those
promo-
guys on the Yankees. Anyways,
Well, not a big enough baseball guy. I can't comment there. But listen, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. It was a hell of a promo on Raw. I am very excited. They're about to put the road to WrestleMania on their back, because if Raw was any indication this past Monday night, it might be another lukewarm WrestleMania season, because it's what happens when you make so much money. You're just like, fuck it, I don't care, put whatever on television.
I'm looking at
Not
you,
saying that's-
Hunter Hurst Helmsley. Is it Hemsley or Helmsley?
It's Paul Levesque. We could just call him that.
I
Since
know
he likes to
that.
go by his real name now.
Paul.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, unless, listen, it remains to be seen. I'm not going to dog on the whole WrestleMania season off after, 1 week, but Roman and Punk, that's going to be the big match for Mania that I think everybody's looking forward to. That's just me personally, dude.
Agree.
Didn't you say something? You said you want to talk about something with Joseph Quinn?
Yeah, of course I do.
You always want to talk about something with Joseph Quinn.
Of course I do. Well, I just wanted to bring up the fact, I mean, we are a film and television podcast. We are getting a whole lot of behind the scenes and set videos and pictures of the making of the Beatles film, the Beatles biopic that's happening right now. Or biopic, however you want to say that word. We're
It's
getting a whole
biopic.
lot of behind the scenes looks. We're getting videos that people have taken from afar of them filming, and people have a whole lot to say about the way that all of the Beatles look, to be honest. It's not just Joseph Quinn that's coming under fire for not looking exactly like George Harrison, but Joseph Quinn seems to be taking the brunt of the criticism so far, and it was mainly stirred up by the original promotional pictures that came up on some campus in London. They were passing out these flyers for all 4 of the Beatles, and it would say, for example, Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. And in the picture, Joseph Quinn had long hair and a full-on beard, and it's literally based on a very specific time period of George Harrison's life. And people are like, he looks not like, in what world is that George Harrison? In what way? He looks nothing like George Harrison. And it's like, hey, maybe it's because he's not George Harrison in real life. Maybe we can wrap our minds around that really quick. He's supposed to resemble who he's playing, not look like a one-to-one copy. Are you guys insane? I mean, would you rather they just CGI'd a Beatles biopic? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind at this point that we're still having a conversation like that. I understand that you want the actor to resemble the source material. That's why we talk about things like that with Marvel stuff all the time. And I'm not going to be hypocritical and say that it doesn't matter if they don't look exactly like it. But Joseph Quinn has been under fire about his looks before. When he was originally casted in Fantastic Four as the Human Torch, I think that was the most controversial casting in recent years because people were very upset that that guy from Stranger Things got casted as the hot, fiery Johnny Storm.
There's actually threw hot in there.
Because, yes, have to, because the whole basis of their argument was that he's not hot enough. He's not hot enough. The last person to play Human Torch was Chris Evans, and he doesn't even compare to what Chris Evans looked like. I guess we aren't going to talk about how Chris Evans looks nothing like Johnny Storm in the comics, but we get to just look right over that because Chris Evans is hot, right? Hello? Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, do you hear what I was thinking about it? Like, Chris Evans looks nothing like Johnny Storm in the comics. But you don't care about that because he's hot. He's the conventionally beautiful person that he is. And then we get Joseph Quinn, and everyone was completely upset. Not everyone. There were people, like a couple of us, and people that believed in Joseph Quinn's ability to portray a character, that believed in his ability to bring Johnny Storm to the big screen in a great way. But most people were and a lot of people admit to this, they were very skeptical going into Fantastic Four on how he would portray Johnny Storm. And then coming out of the theater, I think a majority of people were like, no, he killed that. No, he was
fantastic, if you will.
Yeah. And even me, myself, went into it like, okay, he has to kill this. Like, I'm really excited to see how he does this and how they attack this character for Joseph Quinn, because he's not the conventionally attractive person that a lot of people would like him to be, but the way he portrayed Johnny Storm made him very attractive and made him attractive to a lot of people. And I think a great example of that was, right, of course, but a great example of that is his coming into the limelight, Stranger Things. Eddie is not a conventionally attractive character.
No, you see that hair?
Many people are very attracted to that character because of the charismatic way that Joseph Quinn plays him, myself included. And, that was when I first discovered him. I'm not going to act like I knew his work before Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. Come on. But anyways, that exact same thing.
Guy?
No, maybe not that.
Joseph.
Nope, never that. But and that exact same thing is happening again to Joseph Quinn. And I just think it's ironic that history is kind of repeating itself here, saying that he looks nothing like George Harrison. Like, you guys, he's going to resemble George Harrison, and he's going to do very, very well. I don't know anything about the Beatles. I wasn't alive when the Beatles were killing it back then.
Agree.
Can't name a Beatles song that I like, you guys. Maybe Here Comes the Sun. Please tell me that's by the Beatles.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
Dude.
I think it is. I think it is.
Listen to Man-Child, bro, not Beatles.
If Joseph Quinn wasn't in this movie, I wouldn't be going to see it. But I am going to see it because Joseph Quinn is in it. I know he's going to do very well. And I hope that the people that are familiar with the Beatles and are very passionate about this film, like the people that are criticizing Joseph Quinn, I believe that they are very passionate about the Beatles, rightfully so. And I hope that their minds are changed by his ability to portray the character coming out of the Beatles film. But that is something that we will be discussing in 2028.
2028, dude?
Yeah. I don't think it's coming out next year. I don't think so. Know. I thought the original thing that I said was 2028, but that's just something that I wanted to talk about because I think it's I think it's ironic. It's an ironic thing that's happening,
Dude, that was a great rant. You give her something to talk about, like Joseph Quinn. She's like, dude, I'm ready. Give me something to rant about. Rage bait me right now. Go.
There's no chance that Sadie Sink is going to be showing up as Jean Grey in Brand New Day.
See, that's not even good rage bait though, because I don't think you fully believe that 100%.
I do. I fully believe there's no chance. There's no way she's Jean Grey in Brand New Day. No.
I find that hard. Like, I really don't think you believe that. Like 100%. I believe that you think she's not, but I don't think you're like 100% dead set.
No,
like
there's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah, there is. But you said to rage bait you.
Well, try harder.
Okay, John Cena's not one of the greatest of all time.
Try harder. Because you've already established she's been trying to rage bait with that for like the last 2 years, and I already know that's like your go-to. Like, I can't. It's not even worth defending because I know you're just like, I got something here. Boom.
But rage baiting has nothing to do with me believing what I'm saying. It's about triggering you. Um,
Well, yeah, but you brought up two things that like we've already established, like that I know you don't believe. You know what I mean? It's different when I'm like, there's a chance you actually believe what you're saying right now.
you should be able to play more than 3 characters on Marvel Rivals.
I can. Penny
You
Parker,
should be able to play them
Rocket.
well.
You have to restart that because your mic froze.
I said you should have to be. I said, yeah, but you have to be able to play them well.
Dude, I'm a Lord Penny, Lord Rocket, Lord Scarlet, and I can play Iron Man, and I can play Mr. Fantastic, and I can play Punisher. I don't care if they're all easy characters. I can play them.
Well, no, that
and you,
I don't
and
care
you
about
need to play
that.
them.
I don't care about that. I mean,
So there's 6 right there.
I don't think I've
and
ever
3 of
played
them
a
are
game
Lords.
with you in Marvel Rivals when you're playing as Punisher or Mr. Fantastic, and it has gone well.
That's bullshit. I don't know about Punisher because I haven't played him in a while, but I definitely have played some good Mr. Fantastic
You
games
might have had some good Fantastic games. Maybe you have. I don't know how to rage bait you, like genuinely.
We
You
can't
don't
play
really
together
get...
anymore because you're on like Grandmaster Comp or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't,
really
dude. I don't have time
rage
to
bait you though, because you don't really feel that passionately, like negatively passionate about something. You know what I mean?
You know what triggers me sometimes? And we're having wrestling conversations this week off screen. You'll say something that's so incorrect about like you're watching the Royal Rumble, and it's like, but the thing is, like your opinions, like it's not that you're right or wrong. You're just making a stance.
Off of one time I watched something, you know?
You're like they're skewed because you're like, who are these people? And you're like, of course you don't know anybody in this Rumble who didn't wrestle 10 years ago. You don't watch WWE. Of course you're not going to be emotionally invested in Ilya Dragunov.
WWE, though. I have my peripheral on WWE though. You know what I mean?
I think you like know like what's going on. Like you definitely see like plenty of clips, I'm sure, every week, and you're like, oh, I know who, like, for the most part, like this woman's the champion right now, and this is gonna happen at WrestleMania. Like I think you see enough clips.
Yeah, like I don't watch Raw every week, but once in a while. I mean, I watched Raw this week.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
You watched the whole Raw this week?
Yes.
I feel bad for you. That shit sucked.
I know.
Outside of the main event with
I like started skipping through matches.
It was in Philly too. I didn't even feel like I was missing out, dude. Philly's my backyard. That's where I go to shows all the time. I did not even feel like I was missing out this week. But no, she'll say something, be like, dude, this Rumble was full of jobbers, and I'm like, of course you're like, you've never seen a Trick Williams match in your life, dude. Like, of course you think, exactly, chat, exactly. Carter's watching this right now, like.
But it's not true though, because I don't feel that way about every single person that I have never seen before. Like what's his name?
Give me a hint.
The first guy, the first entrant. Oba Femi.
Oba Femi.
Boom!
Okay.
I got it. He was great. I thought he was great. I thought the bouncy guy was great. He was very impressive.
Javon Evans, look at that. You remember the bouncy thing. All right.
That's right. Other than that, no. I think it's so ironic that other than Penta, the most entertaining lucha is Chad Gable.
Obviously, we're excluding Rey Mysterio for this conversation.
Yeah,
because he's
I mean,
in a
like,
class of his own.
active. He wasn't.
Okay.
I think he's hurt right now, is he not? Rey Mysterio?
I don't know. Ray gets, like, possibly hurt every other time he's in the ring. But then
old.
it's like, oh, he's fine. I don't know. He goes and he'll disappear for 3 months and go and get stem cells in his knee and then come back and he's running around like he's 25. Ray's probably never going to retire because he's just like, fuck it. Stem cells, let's go.
Okay, other than Ray and Penta, I think that Chad Gable's the most entertaining lucha. And is it because the WWE bought the lucha circuit in Mexico that there is so many luchas now?
They bought this company AAA, and there was 2 AAA representatives in the Rumble, which obviously nobody in Saudi Arabia knows what the fuck AAA is, so they got no reaction.
Dude, the way that place was empty before the men's Royal Rumble.
It wasn't empty. There was pictures online. It's the same thing with the new Intuit Dome in California. They put lights on every seat and it makes it look empty. The same thing happened at the first Raw on Netflix last year. You're like, why is the place look empty?
But they zoomed in on the crowd. There was nobody in those chairs. There was a lot of people like in the front.
I'm telling you, like there was people who were there like posting videos and stuff like, no, like it's filled here, but it just looks like shit online because they have these stupid seats.
But I don't believe that because there was a clear difference between when the women were wrestling and then later on when the men's rumble was wrestling. You could see that it was full then.
Maybe they were just filling it. I don't know.
No, there was nobody there. No, I'm telling you, there was nobody there before the men's rumble.
I mean, there was definitely people there before the men's rumble, but it might have been more full by the men's rumble. But I am saying like
less people.
That is a thing. Rumble. What I'm saying, I'm not like pulling that out of my ass. The whole lights on the seats thing.
I saw the lights.
Same thing happened before.
I thought the lights were made to make it look like there were people in the seats because there weren't.
No, it does. I think it's just them trying to be like modern, and it just makes it look like shit, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. I did open our Discord real quick, and people were asking us to talk about Crime 101, some new movie, but I don't even know what that is. I think, honestly, Mark Ruffalo and Chris Hemsworth is in it.
Yes, yep, and Halle Berry. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know anything else about it.
No, me either.
So we can't talk about that, guys. Sorry.
Guys.
But I think that's all we got for this week. I think we had a solid enough episode to get us through for old episode 26. So where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at Lainey Byers on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I hope to see you guys over there. I love interacting with you guys on all my socials, especially in my stream. We have a whole lot of fun in there, so definitely check me out on Twitch and YouTube. I stream regularly. I try to, so I'd love to see you guys there. What about old Noah Nation?
Old Noah Nation, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Noah Nation Vlogs. I'm on YouTube as well, and I'm on Twitch as well. I've been trying to incorporate some more streams this year, and they definitely would be a lot more lively if some people could stop by. So definitely go follow me over on Twitch at Noah Nation Gaming Plus. I had to make the handle because Noah Nation Gaming was freaking everything that I want to be my handles are always taken. But again, just type in Noah Nation on any of your social medias. You'll find me. And then go follow the Lightforce podcast on all social medias, Instagram and TikTok. If you're watching here on YouTube, be sure to drop a subscribe and a like. If you're listening on Apple and Spotify, be sure to drop a follow. Give us a 5-star rating as well. And I think that's all we got for this week. Episode 26 in the books. For the Lightforce podcast, we'll be back next week. Hopefully it'll be a more newsworthy week. But I think we had a nice, fun little episode here. So, yeah, I think that's all we got. And we will see you guys next Friday.